to do a couple things here.
And Sharon, don't worry, I'll be muting. If there's something that happens where there's somebody loud, I'll be scrolling as fast as I can to mute them. Don't worry about it. Just keep rolling.
Okay, thanks. Okay, and I'm also going to share this into the Facebook event. So if you guys want to invite people there. And so we'll be streaming there in just a second.
Your name is
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so we are all set to rock and roll. Well, tonight I'm excited to have you guys here. We did this last Wednesday night and we had different special guest speakers. So if you get off of this one and you say, well, I want to hear more stories, we have some from last week too. And it just was like a brainchild between me and Michelle Fletcher that, you know, people are making a lot of decisions right now about their health. And we want to make sure people know why we love our Juice Plus. And we have quite a fan group for that. And you're going to hear from some of them later. And I just want to give you some background, though, before you hear from them. And they're not going to be able to share their full story. So just so you know that, because we would be here all night. We have helped thousands, if not millions of people get healthier with Juice Plus for the last 25 years. And so the stories abound, and you'll get a glimpse of that tonight, and you'll get a glimpse of why, you know. And so for us, I used to be super run down. I am not a perfect eater, I'll say that right now. I depend on Juice Plus as one of my tools in my toolbox to help me stay healthy, help our family stay healthy. But I had allergies. I was super run down where I'd have to stop off the side of the road to sleep. I was that drained on just a 3-hour drive to my mom's house. I used to have a Kleenex in my hand all the time. My husband would come up and grab my hand, and poor guy, he'd be like, oh, this is part of us, you know, because that's how bad my allergies were, to the point where sometimes my nose would bleed because his parents had like 5 cats. So I was just always feeling drained. I had bumps on the backs of my arms. I know some of you have had that yourselves. And really the skin is a mirror of what you're putting in your body. Either what you're putting in your body or what you're not putting in your body as far as nutrients. So thankfully, a friend of mine shared Juice Plus with me 20 years ago and took us on just a better path to health. So I'm going to share a little bit about that, and I'm going to just share my family with you also, that we have been on this path for, sorry, I've got to, hold on one second. That we've been on this path to better health for about 20 years. There we go. And so, you know, we've dealt with a lot of different things with our son in the back. He actually was diagnosed with high functioning autism at one point, but if you know him, he has just overcome any of those problems that he's had. And it's with good nutrition and also good love and discipline over time and all the help that he was able to get, that he is thriving and doing so well. We've been able to use Juice Plus as a prenatal for the 2 kids on the right. And just as part of our daily routine, every single day we have a smoothie. Every single day we say, take your Juice Plus. They don't always do it. And every day we're passing by making sure we take our Juice Plus as well. One of the things I loved about Juice Plus from the beginning was the education behind Juice Plus. You know, some people might say, why isn't it sold in a store? There is so much education within the Juice Plus community that it's great to be a part of it. At one point, my husband, because we did become partners with the company, he said, you know, whether we made a dime off of this or not, the information that's been shared for our family has been so valuable. And so one of the things I love to do is just teach you what I know, but in an encapsulated form, hopefully in a shorter form than my 20 years that I've had to learn these different things. So you're going to get the quick thing. And so anyway, this is the American Cancer Society poster. What's on it? All fruits and vegetables. It really does come down to a foundation of a lot of fruits and vegetables every day, all the different colors, they all do different things in the body. And so they could put on here what they used to put on here, watch for fast growing moles, don't smoke, things like that. But over time, they changed that to eat more fruits and vegetables to reduce your risk. So when I first started learning all this, I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. And I really wasn't eating fruits and vegetables either. I was eating junk food, fast food, sugars, and I was suppressing my immune system as fast as all get out. You know, and they say a candy bar and a soda can suppress your immune system for 6 hours. Well, I was doing that all the time, suppress, suppress, suppress. So no wonder I had allergies. And so with this American Cancer Society poster, my brain went off. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have 2 master's degrees. How come I didn't learn anything in my home in Ohio, where it was all meat and potatoes pretty much, or in college, I didn't learn the value of whole food nutrition. So thankfully, a friend of mine, 20 years ago, shared that information. So I started learning. And you know what? It's not just the American Cancer Society. Most diseases or disorders, don't feel like you're a victim of that disease or disorder. You have to fight and be the advocate for your own health using nutrition as one of your tools in the toolbox. And so this was very profound for me. And so I started to look at all disorders and diseases, and you'll find that one of the very first and most prevalent recommendations is eat more fruits and vegetables, whether you like it or not. They don't say that, they just say eat more fruits and vegetables, but it is whether you like it or not. And so you want to do that. Grab the blueberries before you grab the chocolate cake. You could eat both, but make sure you eat the blueberries, make sure you eat the kale, make sure you put as many of those things in a smoothie as you can. When you go to the grocery store, add lots of fruits and vegetables to your basket that maybe you haven't bought. Well, what Juice Plus is 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries that you can have in your diet every single day. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you about Juice Plus because we're going to get into it. And so this is harvested at the peak of ripeness. It's pulverized. So it's based on the juicing concept, but it is pulverized fruits, vegetables, and berries, and then it's dried into powders at low temperatures to preserve the nutrition and preserve the live enzymes too. And what I was learning 20 years ago is that your vitamins, your minerals, and everything come from fruits and vegetables. So they need to preserve that. We are live beings, so we want to have live food. And so they preserve it to be live food for us. If you're buying food that rots or sprouts, you're doing good. If you're buying food that's packaged and it doesn't, then you want to limit that as much as possible. So Juice Plus was put into capsules and delicious chewables. My pediatrician recommends it all the time. Lots of doctors do, thousands of them do, as just a way to have that foundation of better health every single day. And then our full spectrum omega blend is something that just was added. And that also, if you look up better brain health, better heart health, you always want to have a good source of fat. Dr. William Sears calls us fat heads. We need to think about our brains. We have to have the good fat. And so this is a way to get the good fat every day from a plant-based omega instead of a fish-based omega. The funny thing is our company was smart enough to bypass the fish and go straight to the algae, which is what makes the fish healthy. And then they use fresh cold pressed seeds also, which that would be very difficult for us to do, but it is something that they go to the trouble of giving us the Cadillac of omegas. Well, what's in the trio blend? This is what we call a trio blend, and this is what most people are taking. In addition, the people are ordering the quad too. They're getting the omega, but with the fruit blend, acerola cherry, which I've never seen in the store. I don't know about you guys. Apple, beet, peach, pineapple, lemon peel, cranberry, date, orange, mango, and prune. In the vegetable blend, it's beet, broccoli, rice bran, cabbage, lemon peel, parsley, carrot, garlic, kale, spinach, tomato. And with the berry blend, I had to move your guys' picture. There's artichoke, bilberry. Has anybody ever had a bilberry? Not in person, I haven't, but in my Juice Plus I have. Blackberry, black currant, cranberry, elderberry, blueberry, cocoa, Concord grape, pomegranate, raspberry every day. Okay, so this is a way to have a really healthy habit every single day and make sure that you're just at least getting that foundation of fruits, vegetables, and berries in your diet every day. So why would we even need a supplement? Our food quality has been decreasing over time. And so a lot of us are eating processed food, even if we're eating something that seems like it's healthy. Say you had pasta with spinach and either oil or butter, and you had chicken and you had some bread or whatever, you've probably had some of these things that are listed: genetic modification, preservatives, enhancers, emulsifiers, whatever, all these different things. You know, the best thing is to eat whole foods that are unadulterated. That's very hard to do. A lot of us eat a lot of processed food. They say 90% or more than 50% of what Americans eat is processed. Okay, so sometimes you don't want to go down those aisles in the grocery store. You want to go in the perimeter and buy as many of those things as possible. And then when we do eat healthy, like say the broccoli that is mentioned down at the bottom, it could lose 50 to 80% of the key nutrients before you purchase it, just in the travels to get to the store where we're going to go. So we're going to focus though on fruits and vegetables because experts agree that most diseases are preventable with good nutrition, and the foundation they've found is fruits and vegetables. So that's why there's so many that we have to eat every day. 7 is for children. I see some children on here with us today. 7 is a minimum. Can you believe that? So when they say 7 to 13, that's actually a minimum. They don't mind us going past that. We actually would have optimal health if we went beyond that. And if we varied our fruits and vegetables, that would be even better. And if we ate the dark, dense ones, that would be even better. And if we bought it right off the vine, that would be even better, right? And so why so many? You know, typically produce is picked before the nutrition fully develops. That's kind of like taking a baby out of the womb way ahead of time. You know, they still are developing up until the 9 months. And so same with our produce. Our produce is developing and gathering more nutrients as it gets developed and then, you know, maybe falls off the vine, okay? Then it's transported thousands of miles, and sometimes they do things like irradiating, gassing, waxing, things like that. They sometimes do to make it look good on the grocery store shelf, right? So that's part of the reason why we need 7 to 13 every day, and that's a minimum. The 13 is for a man who exercises. Women might fall between 9 to 13 because 7 is for children. And so we don't really get enough servings. I wanted to ask you to just pause. How many times or how many fruits and vegetables did you eat today? Just for your own sake. You don't have to share it. You can if you want in the chat. So I'm going to let you think about how many you had today. Maybe you need to stuff yourselves after this, right? And catch up. But typically people might eat like 2 to 3, and they might eat the same ones all the time. And so if you can't think of today, think of yesterday, but you want to have a good amount every single day. And we really are not always eating the rainbow, the blues, the purples. They do great things for the heart, for the brain. The greens, they're good for iron, they're good for calcium, they're good for the eyes. Reds, they're good for protecting against sunburn, protecting against prostate cancer, all kinds of different things. So all those different colors, they do all different things in the body. It's really important. So it's important to have a whole food diet. And for us, Juice Plus is a whole food supplement, which we'll get into in a second. So a lot of people try to fill that gap of having a whole food deficiency with a multivitamin, okay? And so a multivitamin, if you go and look at one, it might have like 30 isolated nutrients. If you add vitamins plus mineral, there'll be about 30, okay? But in the apple or in the kale or in any fruit or vegetable, it has 10,000, okay? So if you went into that apple and you said, oh, there's vitamin C and it's water soluble, let's take that vitamin C and put it in the multivitamin. That's just one of the 10,000 good things that are in the apple. So when you're not eating the apple, you're not getting the 10,000. And when you're eating the multivitamin, you're only getting one of the 10,000, okay? So it's important to realize that you've got to get your vitamins and minerals from whole foods also. And research shows that isolated vitamins may do more harm than good. And I went ahead and pulled this off of the internet for you today. You can see that we've got the coronavirus on the internet up there to show you that is from today. And that wasn't on purpose. That was just somebody kind of cut and paste. So this is from the Annals of Internal Medicine. This is a journal that doctors read. And this was back in 2013. Enough is enough. stop wasting money on vitamin and mineral supplements, okay? Because, and I don't know if we want to read all of this, but I mean, this is just the conclusion. And so we could just say the very end, no clear benefit, might even be harmful. These vitamins should not be used for chronic disease prevention. Enough is enough. So it was a whole article, and you can read it. You could just put in Annals of Internal Medicine, vitamins, or enough is enough, and you'll find it, and you can read that whole thing. So some people are trying to bridge the gap with vitamins. And so think about if you went into a vitamin store and you thought, okay, my body needs zinc, or my body needs calcium, or my body needs biotin, or my body needs this. How do you know? How do you know how much and all that? So the body is very smart. It knows what to do with actual food. So then it will take what you are giving it from food. So what if you were eating like on the left, how many nutrients is in that compared to on the right? And so just start thinking of how am I getting more nutrients? Then that's what gives your body energy at the cellular level. That's what actually opens your own prescription bottles for a better mood, for more, disease prevention, for all kinds of things. You just wouldn't believe it. And so whole food nutrition does wonders for you. And so, of course, we're going to eat some of those things that are on the left, but we need something to bridge the gap because we're probably not eating the things on the right very often or every single day. And so Juice Plus is a great answer for that. The fruits, vegetables, berries, and the omega I told you about. Another great act, and that's kind of your micronutrients. It's kind of like the oil in the car where you change the oil. You don't really think about the oil till it's too late. That's kind of like the disease that can happen if you don't really think about fruits and vegetables till it's too late. And so that's micronutrients. Then the complete shake we use as something to have at least one healthy meal every single day. So sometimes people will have a protein powder and say, all right, let's get our protein. But I want you to think about, how am I getting my nutrients? Think about when you're looking at a label on a food, how am I getting quality ingredients into this body so it lasts longer? So the complete shake is one of those that hands down, if you compare it to any other breakfast, and I've heard a nutritionist, naturopathic doctor who's on forks over knives say, this is one of the healthiest breakfasts you can have. And I also have it as a bowl later in the evening, and I put pecans, I put coconut slivers, I put fruits, I put all kinds of things on it. I might have a shake in the morning and a bowl later in the evening. It really is healthy. It's got a lot of fiber, it's got a lot of protein, but it's got complex carbohydrates. So it's actually a complete meal with a complete amino acid profile. And what's great also is it soothes my sweet tooth, because I think, a born junk food eater. I want something sweet pretty often, usually some kind of chocolate. So this actually satisfies that. And if you were to put this on a plate, though, it doesn't sound good, right? Broccoli sprouts, radish sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, chickpea powder, millet, quinoa, amaranth, pea protein, rice protein, water wash soy, mushrooms. I would never eat mushrooms, but that's our form of D in the complete shake. And then we also have B12 in the complete shake, and it's all whole food based. And so, and even the soy, that's more like edamame. It's not the processed soy. And actually, it's helped balance my hormones. I'm now in my 50s, and I have to say, I am thriving. That's all I'll say about that. We can have a private conversation if you want. Okay, so what are the three major differences with Juice Plus and anything else out there that you might go down to the store, or you might buy on Amazon or whatever? Number one, it's a whole food product. So when you turn your label around on your product, you want to see nutrition facts. You don't want to see supplement facts. That means it's an isolated vitamin, okay? Nutrition facts means it's a food. So we really need to bridge the gap between what kind of food we should be eating and what kind we are, okay? And so, wait, did I say that right? Okay, yeah. And so anyway, this has a food label. And of course, it checks off all the other great things, things that people are allergic to, we don't have. It's vegan, it's kosher, it's non-genetically modified, and it's been gluten-free for the last 20 years, ever since I ever knew about it. And that was before gluten-free was popular. So then the second thing, you want to know that it's safe, right? If you're going to put something in your body all the time, you want to make sure it's safe. So we have a third party, not-for-profit agency that comes in and tests every batch, tests every, to make sure that there are no herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, mold, bacteria, and then also banned substances. You know how major league sports and football players and Olympians, they can't have banned substances. So there's actually a test for that also. And major league athletes can have NSF for sports certified for every single bottle. And that's pretty amazing. So that's number two. You want to make sure it's safe. A lot of the products out there have no testing, and you just have to assume it's safe, okay? The FDA approves labels and factories. They do not approve or disapprove supplements or food, okay? They only do that for prescriptions. So again, I'll say that they don't approve or disapprove food or supplements, okay? They only approve or disapprove of drugs. So we've, passed the factory inspections, flying colors, the label inspections, flying colors, but you wanna make sure it's safe and that everything that's on the label is in the product and everything that's in the product is on the label. Nothing more, nothing less. And so that's what that NSF certification does, which most products do not have. That plus the food label plus the next thing, which totally separates Juice Plus from everything else out there. It is the #1 selling nutritional product in a capsule in the world and the #1 researched nutritional product in the world. So what they do is they use Juice Plus on people and they've found great results. And so it's not like they say, oh, there's kale and kale is in Juice Plus, therefore Juice Plus does this, whatever kale had been proven to do. That's borrowed research. Tropicana got in trouble many years ago for doing that. They said heart healthy, lowers homocysteine, does this and that, but they were talking about the orange, but they led people to believe Tropicana had tested itself and they had not. So they needed to take that label off. So just so you know, when we say Juice Plus has research behind it, these are the peer-reviewed medical journals that have been done at different universities and medical centers like University of Mississippi, Wake Forest, MD Anderson Cancer Center. There's a bunch, okay? There's 22. And so you can read about that on juiceplus.com. You can look at the journals, you can follow the journals to their sites. And basically, Juice Plus gets absorbed in the bloodstream. It goes to work right away and recreating a better body, okay? And so your cardiovascular wellness is better. There's at least 5 studies on that. Systemic inflammation goes down. Inflammation is correlated with any disease, so you want that to go down. They found with the ovarian cancer patients, they had better quality of life. They also had less recurrence against the norm of cancer with stage 4 ovarian cancer. And they, with smokers, I'm just skipping over to the other side, they found better lung function, they found better pulmonary function. With skin, they found better hydration, better microcirculation, better skin density thickness, trying to go fast and tell you guys these things. And then they found less oxidative stress. Within 28 days, oxidative stress is reduced. Oxidative stress is the culprit for disease and also for aging. So we want to slow that aging process. That's why we have antioxidants, because we have oxidative stress. So fruits and vegetables contain those antioxidants to neutralize that oxidative stress. So anyway, Juice Plus has been researched. You can read about it. Dr. Richard Du Bois says there's nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that's been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. And so those were the peer-reviewed medical journals, double-blind, placebo-controlled crossover studies, things like that. We also have a population study because we're giving free Juice Plus to children age 4 through 18 plus undergraduate and college, and we're asking them and their parents to complete surveys about their health, and they're having results just like many of us have had. You know, our kids are missing less days of school, less over-the-counter prescription medications, they're drinking more water, visiting the doctor less, consuming less fast food and soft drinks, and they're eating more fruits and vegetables. And one of the reasons is because they're taking in fruits and vegetables that makes them actually crave more fruits and vegetables, which is actually something all of us have experienced as well. So what else can we do to be healthier? We can exercise. I love that I'm seeing a lot of people exercising on the internet. It's great. I love seeing all your workouts. Can't say I've participated yet. I am walking and I don't know, mostly walking and biking. That's the other thing. I'm not doing as much exercise as I wish. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours, I think I'm doing a lot more of that. right now during this time, we definitely have to manage our stress. Stress is a killer. So we want to be careful. Maybe we don't think we're stressed. Maybe we've got more adrenaline. We've got to actually de-stress. We've got to do deep breathing, maybe yoga, things like that. Take a walk when you get stressed out. Go out in nature, sing, dance, all those types of things. Drink water. Half our body weight in ounces is how much we should be drinking. We want to hydrate ourselves. We also want to detox. Now, fruits and vegetables do detox your body every day. Water does also. Those are two major keys. Use safer products. We have so many choices now to use safer products. Our bodies are filtering a lot of things. We want our bodies to last a long time. So use the safer products so our bodies don't have to work as hard. And then eat more real food. So one of the things that many of us are excited about is that we're quarantined with a tower garden. Okay, so when you have a tower garden, it's like you have another baby, and you're posting it all the time because it's growing just like babies grow up. Tower gardens grow and they produce wonderful things, and they make us so happy. So a lot of people are excited about their tower garden. That is one way to remind yourself of eating more fruits and vegetables. It's another way to get fresh and live food every day, vine ripened, live enzymes, and all the different vitamins and minerals and things that come with fresh fruits and vegetables. And our company decided many years ago, about 8 years ago, to integrate the Tower Garden into our line of products, because we're always saying, don't just take Juice Plus, eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Well, this is one way you could grow produce on your patio or even indoors. We have the Tower Garden Home on the left, which was just created recently. It's a smaller model, but actually a taller one. You could do actual microgreens on there as well, and it actually holds 32 plants because of the microgreen tray. And the other one on the right, you can have, I'm having a brain fog, 20, and then if you have the extension, 28 plants. And what it is it uses recycled water that's down at the bottom with nutrients that are ionized minerals. So you don't have to use dirt. Dirt has minerals. The water has ionized minerals so that it gets absorbed into the water, and then you're able to grow with just water, which is great, and nutrients and sun, and or the lights on the home kit. So it uses less water than if you had like this big plot of land. That was always my problem. I forgot to water, so it waters itself. You just plug it in, less space. It's about 3 feet in circumference. I guess that's the word. 30% more yield than dirt and 3 times faster. And you're able to use it aeroponically. Also, it's 15 minutes on with water, 15 minutes off. So it's a aeroponic way of growing, which means air gets to the roots and makes them stronger. It's kind of like how golf courses aerate their golf course by putting holes so that air gets to the roots. Same concept. Okay, so good nutrition equals good results. A lot of people say, well, what about this disease? What about this disorder? What about my kids this, my parents that? Everybody's got something they're asking about, will Juice Plus help with this or that? Well, good nutrition, and especially concentrated good nutrition, will go to the cellular level and it'll rework your body. So it'll use that good nutrition or good fuel, and you will get good results. We can't say what results, and everybody's a little bit different, and we try not to promise things. And just know that when we do share right now, which Nettie, I'm going to call on you first, and she was a surprise. She has not been taught anything about doing this, but she posted great results today. So I said, please come on our Zoom tonight. That there's other simple changes that we do as well, and as a community, we encourage you to do simple changes to lead to better and better and better and optimal health. So we're going to have a little time of sharing with people. And so we're going to call on Nettie first, and she's going to share some really good news that she posted this morning, or just tonight, actually. Go ahead, Nettie. Are you unmuted?
Hi, Sharon.
Yay.
Your brother's here. You see him?
Hi, yay.
Yeah, last April, Jeff was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And the first thing the doctor did when he came in is he was talking about cutting it out. Just totally doing a radical prostatectomy. And we were like, whoa. We want details, don't come in here and tell us this and not give us any details. And basically, he was saying that was the only way to get rid of it. And so he gave us radiation, or he gave us the radical prostatectomy. And we're like, No, we want to do our research, and we want to check with other doctors and do our research and find out what we can find out before you do this. So we came home and we got busy and we started researching, and I mean researching and researching. Well, in the meantime, we were still eating our normal crap. It comes very natural because he's a junk food junkie too. He's a sweetaholic.
Mhm.
And so we were still eating our crap. I mean, our checkbook was full of Chick-fil-A receipts twice a day sometimes,
Mhm.
you know, and I'm an avid baker and cooker, and I was constantly doing all that, fueling his body with junk. And so we decided that that was it. We were done. We were really going to cut back. We were going to make changes. So we started doing the whole food plant-based diet. I, in the last year, have lost 107 pounds doing it. He has lost 40 some pounds doing it. And his PSA kept still doing this and going up. So we knew that we needed to make more changes. We knew that even though we were doing the whole food plant-based, we weren't 100% committed. And so over the last 6 months, now he had 2 PSA tests, both of them went up. One went up a lot in 6 weeks, and one went up more in 6 months. So in the last 6 months, we've been totally on board with Juice Plus. Recently started doing the shakes, the whole food plant-based diet. And we got the call today that his PSA is only a 5.27. It dropped considerably. And there is absolutely no doubt in our mind. We cried when that nurse called us today. We cried because we were finally at the point where we were like, okay, if this doesn't change this time, we need to check into radiation because we were afraid it was going to continue to go up. And Jeff is an air traffic controller with the Air Force, and they have told him because he will not have it cut out, he will not have the cancer taken out, that he can no longer control traffic as an Air Force, in the Air Force as air traffic controller. Because of that, they could have forced him out of his job 1 year before he retired.
Wow.
But they're going to hopefully let him, without the physical, saying that because he won't cut it out. We're not, at this point, we're not going that route because we fully believe that the Juice Plus and the whole food plant-based diet is reversing this cancer. Will it take it away? I don't know, but I can dang well tell you that his PSA level is down considerably, meaning it is working.
Yeah.
What we are doing, it is working. And so there's no turning back. At this point, there's no turning back. I've reached my weight loss goal. He's healthier. He's still not sleeping real great, but I think that's because he just doesn't. But our energies are off the scale, and it's 100%. It is Juice Plus and whole food plant-based diet, no doubt in our mind. Because like I said, before he was doing that, the PSA, even though we were playing around with the whole food plant-based diet, and I was still losing weight and doing great at that, and he was too, the PSA was still rising. It was still rising. And it was at the point of danger zone where we were looking at radiation. And that's the decision we had made, and to save his job, we were going to do radiation if the PSA had increased this time. We fully were expecting that, to be honest with you, because it kept doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And when that nurse called and said that it was the 5.2, we were in tears with elation, just that it is working. When we committed 6 months ago, after his last PSA, no more junk food, 100%, no processed food. We eat no processed food.
Wow.
I mean, none. We eat no processed food. We no junk food, whole food, plant-based, Juice Plus, and complete shake. And PSA down.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
You're
I want to talk to you later about it. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love it. Love it. Love it. You guys have worked hard. And if you want to, can I friend you? Because you post some of the best food recipes. If you want to find her, go to my profile and then you'll see her in my friends. And I'm just amazed. You have been working hard for that result. And so we're very happy.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for introducing Juice Plus into our lives. I mean that. You and Susan both. Thank you very, very much.
Awesome. And you can see all the chat. Everybody's cheering you on. So screenshot that for yourselves. Keep you going.
I don't know.
Thank you. Well, I limited the rest of everybody else to 15 seconds. So I'm glad Nettie was on here to share her fuller story about Jeff. And I'm so happy about that, Jeff. Okay, so we're going to go through about 6 people. They're only allowed to share about 15 to 20 seconds just to keep time. And so we're going to go ahead to Jules.
Hey, okay, well, I don't think I need to say anything after that amazing story. Nobody else needs to say anything.
Right.
But my name is Jules Kilsker. I live in South Florida. I first heard about Juice Plus about 10 years ago. I was working as a personal trainer. I was teaching 36 fitness classes and a week. And I had really bad skin, nails, hair, low energy, a puffy layer of inflammation around my body. I didn't know it was that, but I just didn't feel good in my own skin. And when I learned about Juice Plus and I added Juice Plus to my diet, it improved all those things. It was a huge blessing. Not only that, I ended up taking Juice Plus as exclusively as my prenatal for all 3 pregnancies, had very healthy pregnancies, very healthy births, very healthy kids. So I am a huge believer in Juice Plus. And I just want to say, you said I could say something about the poll. Okay, so in the poll, in the Facebook event, we asked what like a main problem was about eating and being quarantined and everything. The main answer was eating too much and not exercising enough. And I just want to say that, like Nettie, the amount of weight you lost going plant-based is amazing, but we've seen those results over and over. When you add Juice Plus, you are getting the micronutrition from the capsules. And then if you add the shake and the bars, you're getting the macronutrition. Your body is getting the nutrients that it needs to thrive. And that means that you don't have to exercise so much as you have to eat healthy. So I just want to say that you can not gain weight during the quarantine by just eating healthy. And Juice Plus can help you cut back the cravings because you're getting the micronutrition and your body is basically craving that better nutrition. So big fans over here.
Yay. Thank you so much, Jules. Okay, Nalani. Thank you.
Unmute. Hi, Alani Valentine, and I'm just sharing just one of the many things that I can experience, that I've experienced, that with Juice Plus as a cancer survivor, when I found out that it protects your DNA, that just blew my mind. Well, 2 things. That was one thing. And the second thing is that I love dancing and Zumba, and I take these 2-hour nonstop Zumba classes that have people a third my age falling out. So I feel at age 71, I have the vitality I had when I was in my 30s, and I love my Juice Plus for those reasons and more.
And you look amazing.
Thank you.
All right, Michelle.
Hey everyone, I'm Michelle, and I love Juice Plus for so many reasons, but one of my 2 favorites is because I feel like it's helped 2 of my favorite men in my life. One is my son, who at the time was 14 months and would not eat vegetables no matter what. And at 16 months, 2 months later, he was craving vegetables, started to eat broccoli and cabbage, and this was my baby. And then I have my dad, who's a diabetic and turning 90 this month. And he's been taking Juice Plus all these years. And I attribute that to helping him still be here with us. That nutrition has helped him recover from some setbacks. And I'm just so grateful.
Awesome. I can't wait for his birthday party. We'll see it
Virtual
online.
party.
We'll see some kind of party online, I'm sure. Okay, so Nicole. Go.
So my name's Nicole Medina. I'm from Tampa, Florida, and I've been taking Juice Plus for only 1 year. When my friend shared this with me, it was perfect timing because I was waking up every morning achy and exhausted. I would walk in the bathroom and look in the mirror, and my skin was dull and puffy. My hair was falling out in the shower by the handful. And I knew that I needed to fix that, that a cream or, something on the outside was not going to fix that. It needed to be fixed from the inside. So I saw the presentation on Juice Plus, and it just, all the bells and whistles were going off, and it all made sense. So I started taking the capsules. I started drinking the shakes. And it was an amazing transformation. I mean, I noticed a difference right away. So I love it.
I've seen a difference too since you've joined us. Okay, Nicole Fiol. Oh, she's on here. I haven't seen her. Okay, Kristen.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kristen. I live in South Florida. I actually was introduced to Juice Plus by my pediatrician. It was now 7 years ago, and I didn't want to hear much of what she had to say, but she was persistent, and she kept telling me, you really need to improve their health. And I work in pediatrics, and I thought my kids just have normal kid stuff. And finally, one day, it took a lot of funky kid things, and I said, okay, I'll do it. And I can tell you that it was the best decision I ever made. My son, who was riding in an ambulance because of an asthma attack that came out of nowhere. My daughter, who was chronically constipated, no longer has that. And my husband, who thought I was crazy and couldn't understand why I was buying these little gummy things for them, is now down 25 pounds, drinks 2 shakes a day, and tells everybody that walks past him in the grocery store about Juice Plus. And I didn't even know he had 25 pounds to lose. So we are forever thankful for Juice Plus in our house.
Wow, that's amazing. I love it. I love that I've been able to see all of that happening with, I think, most of the lives that we've heard. That's the beauty of being in this community and sharing and just seeing each other on Facebook and what's happening and being at events. So good nutrition equals good results. All right. So thank you for sharing your story, you guys. And, we'll be forever thankful. And it's usually not on the chopping block for us as something that we would get rid of because we feel so much better. And, it really does matter how you feel every single day, how much you can achieve, how much you can just be happy and joyous. So for us, $2.50 a day for the Trio blend, that's just a no-brainer. And if you walked into the store and tried to buy berries for that, because I have tried to get my berries for that, because they got me spoiled with the blackberries, 3 for $10. Still not $2.50, all right? So it's really hard to get that nutrition every day. The Juice Plus company is able to do it because they own some of their own farms. They have contracts with their own farmers. They have massive amounts that they sell. So, there's supply and demand and all that stuff that's involved in economics. So they're able to offer us that $2.50 a day, okay? And then you can get a child free. So it's really kind of almost half of that price when you have a child free too. And so that's your micronutrients. And then the complete shake, I wish I would have had this in college. I was always looking for like a $2 meal. This is $2.33 a serving. And like I said, I drink it like water. And then the $1 a day for the omegas. People are loving the omegas. That's something that they've always heard recommended by their doctor. They've always heard good things about, and they say, yes, sign me up for the omegas. So Juice Plus is affordable. It's just something, it's an investment in a better body. It's not a supplement or a vitamin, it's a better body. And it's proven, And so we would love for you to eat more fruits and vegetables. That's something we recommend anyway. We would love for you to become a Juice Plus customer, of course, and, experience this for yourself. And then, we love adding to our community, and our community is all about helping people, helping people get healthier and taking those next steps to just going down that journey. And so we offer to you that, it doesn't cost a whole lot. It costs like $52 to be a partner and share Juice Plus with 3 to 5 others. That way you can offset your costs, or I like to say, buy your own Juice Plus groceries. When I'm making my shake, I'm buying groceries from myself. So that's why I can drink so much. And so then you can also build a side income. I used to be a high school guidance counselor. I did not know I was born to be a Juice Plus person, but it became something I became passionate about because of the education and because of the need for more fruits and vegetables every single day. And this is an easy solution. If it wasn't easy, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. So anyway, so I want you to, know that those are all options, and you could always get back with the person who invited you. What we're going to do now is, if you want to get off of here now, before we talk about the company, you're welcome to do that. You've heard basically our presentation about fruits and vegetables, why we love Juice Plus, and we're going to go transition now into why we love the Juice Plus company, the mission behind it, sharing with others, and how that all impacts everybody else. So if that's not something you want to hear about, we totally understand. We don't always combine those events, but we are today, we're just for the sake of time, and we're going to have about 6 people share on the next part too. And so the company has been around for over 50 years, and The mission statement, though, has been around for about 26 years. Join the mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. I had such a great experience. I naturally started sharing with other people, and I decided to join that. And I loved what I was learning. So Juice Plus, the company, has been around with the same founder and president. He is somebody who you'll see at the St. Jude's Marathon. You'll see him speaking in hundreds of different locations in one year, and he's in his 70s. You know, with us, it's not like we retire from Juice Plus. We retire into Juice Plus because it gives you purpose and passion every day to wake up and serve others and help others feel better, you know? And so the company itself, his vision was to build a stable and lasting company to help as many people as possible realize their dreams. And it really has for my husband and I, and he's going to share later what it's done for us. And so the Juice Plus company, they have core beliefs that we would all agree on that are really good. You know, they're in it for the long haul, longevity. They're not a flash in the pan. It's not a fly-by-night company. They are very authentic in everything they do. They're very transparent. They're very concerned about the quality of the product. Nothing else matters more in regard to getting the product out there than the quality. They love our community. They really help us to become one. There's a saying, one team, one mission. Many of us are not on the same team, but we love each other. We support each other. We know that we're all trying to inspire healthy living around the world together. We try to keep everything very simple. You know, it comes down to fruits and vegetables. You know, it's been recommended for years. It's recommended by many countries. We need fruits and vegetables. We try not to talk out of many sides of our mouth about all different types of things. It's really one thing we want. We want you to eat more fruits and vegetables. And so it's a very simple message. And there's approachability. We are on Voxer every day with the corporation. You know, they know what is going on. So they're very approachable. We're able to approach them all the time at conferences, at what we call boot camp trainings, and you know, on Voxer, I mean, all the time. However we want to give our input, they are in touch. And so we already talked about what makes Juice Plus unique. And I think mostly we covered that. Yeah. Okay. And so let's see what we didn't cover. We're in over 20 countries. We're part of the wellness industry. Actually, I'll let Doug, he loves talking about the different countries. He'll have to do some research, make sure he remembers them all. But we just opened like 3 or 4 countries, or we're going to this year. We're part of the wellness industry that continues to grow and grow and grow. Even, I hate to say it, you know, during this time, we actually are meeting a lot of the needs of people, whether it's a better immune system, something to eat that's healthy at your home, that you don't have to go to the store. You can grow your own veggies. You know, you don't have to depend on not getting your veggies because you're not going to the store as often. I mean, that's happening. But also people are now out of work. So a lot of people have come back to us, and a lot of people have joined us, especially last month was one of our biggest months. And, you know, we could feel bad about that. But, you know, we've already been positioned, and we've already been helping people with those things. It's just now people are listening more. They want to know more about their health. And now that they're home, they might want to have a fun experiment and way to grow their own food with the tower garden, things like that. We've had record months for the last, you know, March and April already. So we've had over 15 billion in sales since inception. So I like to say it's $52 to get into a $15 billion company. You're going to make that back in your first check anyway. The Juice Plus company gives back to St. Jude Children's Hospital. They're the main sponsor for the marathon every year, and they donate a lot. They give a tower garden to every single Boys and Girls Club in North America. They are donating 10 million complete meals through Volunteers of America, and they do so much more. They're always giving back. So you can work from anywhere with this. That's what I loved. I loved being able to build a business while I was playing around with the kids. You know, I'd hand them a hose and I'd be on the phone. And they have a small focused product line. It's Juice Plus micronutrients, macronutrients of the complete, and the tower garden. You know, those are our 3 main doors or lines of what we have. And we have consumable products. You know, once people understand they're not getting enough fruits and vegetables, and every day that you don't have enough. It's like standing in front of an x-ray machine. We would never do that, that there's that much oxidative stress, that they really need fruits and vegetables. It's not a reach for them to continue having their Juice Plus. So I have customers from 20 years ago, 19, 18, 17, from all the years that I've been sharing, and they continue to consume it. And that's kind of like having a hit record on the radio station where you get paid royalties, because I'm not putting in orders every time. That order is just in the system, and I'm saying, hey, you ready? And they're saying yes. Sometimes they say, don't even call me, just send it. So we have consumable products that are continuously shipping out to people, which creates residual income, which, at first it's like you're building, but over time, and they say you're not getting paid a whole lot in the beginning, but then it seems like you're overpaid, because what you plant your seeds right now come to fruition years later. It just becomes exponential growth, and that residual income all kicks in, so that you're able to replace incomes, which is really pretty amazing. You don't have to have any inventory, which is also awesome. You just have whatever you're taking for your own family. There's low or basically no overhead. There's business websites. You get your own juiceplus.com with your name, and support. The company supports you all the way. Commission levels are permanent. You don't ever go backwards. You don't ever lose your commission level. There's no glass ceiling. And there's bonuses. And for those people who reach the higher levels in the company, they actually have benefits package. And that's just something, down the road. So how do we do it? We share as we live life. We're just living the lifestyle. We focus on that. We try to get healthier, and then we share with other people. That's why sometimes people are posting things. I'm like, you are one of us. You need to just be in our community, because you're already posting about your healthy lifestyle. And so then, sometimes you're a resource, and you just say, you know what, I found an easy way to flood my body with over 30 whole foods every day. It's so simple. And then you wait and see if they're curious. And if they are, we give them some kind of education, a DVD or not a DVD, a YouTube video. That used to be how we did it. And then share on social media. We just showcase our lifestyle, and people ask us questions, and then we share that education. We invite them to an event. Really, the amount of our Juice Plus earnings is a direct reflection of the number of people we're helping, whether it's with their health or whether it's to help build their own businesses. My two missions were always, one, for people to know the truth about food and make their decisions from that. So I'm all about education and them making educated choices. And then the second thing was to always be able to help other mommies be able to stay home with their kids, because that's what happened with me. I had 2 kids in a row, but I was a high school guidance counselor. I couldn't bring them to work. So I needed to come home and be with them. And I love learning. So I loved that the company allowed me to learn more and continue to grow while I was changing diapers and all that stuff, And so over time, it paid for my car payment, my mortgage, our mortgage, sorry. And, lots of other things. And I've been able to be home ever since. But there's different things that happen for different people. And so thankfully, we have people on here tonight who can share. And so I'm going to stop sharing my screen and call on Jules first. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Why do you love your Juice Plus business or company or mission?
Originally, it was the money, because I always had more months left at the end of my money, and I was single, and it really, Juice Plus helped supplement my income, but it had turned into an even bigger blessing. And Sharon, I'm so eternally grateful for you saying yes, because you did help me be a stay-at-home mommy. And that's something I never thought was possible. Not only do I get to stay home with my kids, I also pay the mortgage and all the bills. And that's a huge stress relief for my husband. But I didn't realize not only was the money going to be a blessing, but the community was a bigger blessing. And the community is something that, since I've been in here, you can't put a price tag on. So eternally grateful and blessed for these products and this business.
Awesome. I agree wholeheartedly. Okay, Sony.
Hi, everyone. So my name's Sony Boito. I live in Houston, Texas, and I actually work in the Texas Medical Center, which is the largest medical center in the world. And it also happens to be an area where Juice Plus has been studied and is being studied extensively. So when Sharon asked me to share my favorite things about my Juice Plus business, I thought about, well, I get to take trips twice a year with my daughter, and sometimes we even let my husband come along, right? And then I thought about how it's allowed me to get my dream car, a Tesla Model 3. I'd say it's the car that Juice Plus bought. But like Sharon said, our community is all about helping people. So my favorite thing about my Juice Plus business is the difference I get to make across the generations, especially in these difficult and challenging times. So, you know, for example, I have a family business with my daughter. She's a sophomore in college, and we have a business together. And then you have my 20-something-year-old niece out in New Mexico. She has 2 Juice Plus babies. They're my grandnephews. They're 3 years old and 4 months old. And she reached out to me the other day. She said, I just have so much peace of mind because I know we're protected, we're safe, our immune systems are supported. It just warmed my heart. Awesome. Then there's my 60-something-year-old business partner. She's got another stream of income because of her Juice Plus business. And then my in-laws, they reached out and said how they're doubling up. They're taking my advice and they're doubling up or even tripling up to stay healthy. And then you got my parents, my 80-something-year-old parents down in South Florida, and my 70-something-year-old friend. She messaged me the other day and said, you know, thank you. I'm safe and I'm well because I've continued taking my Juice Plus all these years. Thank you for providing me this way to stay healthy and in such an easy manner. So as someone whose plan A has included the last 30 years as a medical professional, I've actually been able to fulfill my mission to help my family and others optimize their health and their wealth with this Juice Plus business.
Oh, thank you, Sony. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, Kristen. I know she's here. She was here earlier. Kristen.
Go ahead and unmute yourself, Kristen.
Sorry, I muted when the kids came in. So what I was saying was, just like I did not want to start the product and the pediatrician recommended it, I did not want to start the business when Sharon recommended it more than once. And I am so eternally thankful that I finally said yes to her, because not only do I love Sharon and the community, I love what Juice Plus has been able to do for my family, but also for my patients. As a pediatric occupational therapist, I see kids coming in all the time. And what I didn't realize before Juice Plus was that many of the children were lacking nutrition. So I've been able to give parents so much information that I didn't have, that I didn't learn in school, that I would have never learned in school, because truthfully, doctors only learn, I think it's a half a day about nutrition in the entire time that they're in medical school. So I am so thankful that Juice Plus fits into my busy lifestyle. You know, we have 3 children. I do work for a big hospital, and it still allows me time to fit this wonderful business into my life. So I'm very, very thankful.
That's awesome. I know you love it. Okay, Nicole Medina.
So I am a single mom of 2 kids. I was married for 17 years. And a few years ago, I found myself 40 years old, suddenly divorced with no college degree. And I had no idea what I was going to do. I never thought I would need a backup plan. So then, you know, the Juice Plus company came around, and it just made so much sense to me nutritionally. So I started taking the products, but the business made sense to me as well. And I'm in it for the healthcare and all those other benefits that you get when you reach the top, because there's no, I mean, at this age stage in my life, I'm not going to get a job that, you know, that would provide that for me. So I'm in it for the future and everything that it could give me, and, you know, the unlimited possibilities.
Yes. And we love having you. Okay. Dougie.
Oh, hey guys, my name, oh, hi. The other Farrar here. Well, I'm married to this awesome lady, and I am just I love our Juice Plus business because it's allowed us to be financially independent of the restrictions of being tied down to a 9-to-5 job. You know, I worked in the education field for 25 years, and I loved it. I love people. I love investing in people. But, you know, here we've been able to just pour into not only helping people get healthy, but also helping our partners have success in their businesses. It's just awesome. And now, I have more opportunity in this than I ever had in the educational field. And the best part is that I get time freedom, time to spend time with the people that matter most to me in my life, which I didn't always get to do that before, and time to make memories. And those are the things there's no price tag that goes on that. So I'm very thankful for all of those opportunities. And I just want to encourage everybody to take a serious look at the Juice Plus company. In these times, I mean, think about it. We're stuck at home and we work from home. We're able to help people with getting more fruits and vegetables and strengthening their immune system. And we're able to help people make extra income. I mean, we're there for everybody. We're there for you guys. All right. So I just want to encourage you to really think about it. And I'm excited to have been able to share with you guys tonight.
I love that. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. So, what's next, or what would we like you to think about? I know it could be scary, it could be that you just say, hey, why not? What's there to lose? I want you to know that you don't have to know a whole lot. You just share your excitement about what you've learned. You just say, oh my gosh, I just learned this, or oh my gosh, did you know this even existed? And then you share education. The videos already exist, the events already exist, we already exist to lock arms with you. Whoever invited you today, they are committed to helping you. So it's really a servant leadership type of business. And if you're already naturally sharing good things, whether it's a restaurant, I don't know about a restaurant now, but maybe you might be sharing the restaurant right now, or, no, I guess not a good movie. Well, we're sharing all of our Netflix binges, right? I'm just making this stuff up, okay? But you are sharing things, right? On social media, with people you talk to on the phone. Why not get paid for it? Why not help pay for your Juice Plus groceries? And then just you take one step at a time, and that's how it works. So that's what it did for us. We had no plans of what it was going to do for us, but we just kept moving along and embracing any kind of education. So we invite you to do the same. I'm going to stop the recording, and we'll make it full gallery so we could see you and say goodbye.